Well, hello there, folks. How's it going today? Hope everyone's doing really good. As you can see by the tattered looking case on the bench, that we got a project going here today. So let's take a peek at it and we'll see what we got to do. All right, here we go. Well, first off, we got to tackle this hurdle sometime, and I'm going to have to try to reattach this part of the case. It's common on these cheap kind of, I don't know if it's cardboard. It's kind of like pressed wood fiber or something. They're really cheap. They always cave in. So I am going to address that too. But let's just see what we got here. And we'll go from there. I'm going to move my light just to get some light on it. Alright, so what we got here, folks, is a Saturday Night Special professional guitars. I believe this is from the 80s, early 80s. You can see the headstock is the kind of Eddie Explorer style. It's a pretty small body, really, and but it's got some good thickness to it. One humbucker, and it does have a tremolo. This is original to the guitar, to the best of my knowledge. It's missing a few screws. It works and it plays and makes noise and all that stuff. It's really resonant too. And it has good sustain and everything. So rings like a bell. All right, let's get it out of the case and see what we're up against. Okay, so we got her on the bench out of the case here, and let's just take a peek at it. First thing, the nut. I'm going to take you guys out of the camera stand here for a second. The nut is made of ironwood or lignum vitae. I made that myself. Just kind of an experiment. I've done it on another guitar too, and it does give it a little different sound. Kind of dulls it down, if you will. But that stuff, that is even hard to file. It's really, really strong stuff, and it has a like a wax kind of thing going on with that style of wood. Really hard to wear it out. It won't float. It sinks as soon as you put it in water, that kind of thing. So here we go. Saturday Night Special, professional guitars. I'm not sure where these were sold. I'm guessing like, service merchandise, Western Auto. I'm not positive about that, but I remember seeing that name somewhere as a kid. Maybe it was in a music store, I'm not sure. But anyway, I believe this is all original except for this. It's not a harmony, okay? I actually have the body that neck plate goes to right here. Now this was probably like service merchandise or a catalog. You can see it's the Eddie Van Halen era. It's got the pickup tweaked, single pickup. It did have some kind of makeshift tremolo thing. I'm thinking I may actually fill that in and put like a hardtail bridge on it. I have the neck for it too, and the pickup, so I could reassemble that as well. Now, again, I think I'll switch that out. I do have the neck plate that goes to this. It's just blank, but nonetheless, look at the wire. It's got mini pots and whatever. One volume, one tone. The guitar plays well. It really does. The action's nice and low, and it sounds pretty cool, actually. It's kind of a short scale. I've already done the frets on it. It's really smooth and no sharpies sticking out. So all in all, there's not a lot really wrong with it. So we do need to install some strap buttons. It's missing both of those. I may steal them off that Harmony body just for now. The other thing, there's no fret dots in it. You know, fret markers, I just daubed them with a Sharpie. So what we're going to do, you can see I have one hole here already. We're going to install some fret markers in it. And this is kind of a makeshift idea, but what I'm going to use here is one of these red straws that would go on your, you know, WD-40 can or whatever, okay? I think it'll look cool because they're red, and I'm just going to stick them in like that, snip it off, and we'll glue them in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make the holes. Now I'm going to show you how I go about it. This seems to work good for me. What I'm using here is an awl. It's just a screwdriver that's been ground down, basically. This one is, at least, but you can get a real one at about any hardware store. So what I did, I used the awl to make the hole. It goes in there really easy. It's not like you got a really labor-intensive job in front of you, but it helps me locate the hole exactly where I want it. It's easier than holding on to a drill and trying to do it like that. I do realize you could use a center punch and mark them, but this works really well. And then what I do is take a small flathead screwdriver like this, okay? After I use the awl, I go in with a screwdriver and square the hole out, okay? Because this is pointed. So I square the hole out a little bit with this, and that allows me a little more depth to get that straw in there, okay? So we're going to do one right here. Try to do it on camera as best I can. So what I'm going to do is just kind of line this up so I know it's going to be in the same place as the other one. And we want to be centering between the fret wire as well. So that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just kind of force this in, and I keep turning it. All right. And you want to keep checking the width. And what I'm going to do now is just stick my screwdriver in there, and it really doesn't go in easy. So I know I got to go a little bit more here. Let me see if I can zoom that in for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and again, this doesn't take a lot of effort, but you gotta, you know, keep checking it and just kind of get your fit right and take your time. Okay, I think we're at the point where I can actually put the screwdriver in here and try to widen out the hole, square out the bottom of it. Basically, that's the whole trick here. You could probably do it with a drill bit too, and I know you could do it with a drill a lot faster, but you know, I don't mind taking the time and getting a nice fit. Gives me something to do. Okay, so we know it will fit in there. We're in the center of the fret. That one fits in nice too. So we'll just keep moving on down the line. I'll probably do fret 3 and 5 and probably the 12th fret, and from there out it really doesn't matter. We should be good to go. So I'll get these other two, other three I should say, reamed out and kind of drilled out here. I hate to say drill because we're not using a drill, but you get the idea. And then we'll get the glue out and we'll glue them in, snip them off. And then we'll just finish them off with a file or a little light sanding, okay? All right, let's get to it. All right, so we got fret number 5. We're gonna sneak in on this one and see if we can get a nice fit going. All right, that's going in nice. So you'll start to kind of get the hang of it, how deep to go after you do a few. And whoop. All right, so it fits pretty good. And we got to do number 3, number 12 next, and then we'll get out the glue. All right, so this is fret number 3. Okay, let's see if our screwdriver will fit in there. All right. I'm getting better at it, I guess, as I move along. I only got to do one more, but it's always a learning curve. All right. That should fit. We know pretty much once the screwdriver goes in, we're good to go. Okay, I may go a little deeper with the screwdriver, but that would work right there. It's down in there, good 16th, maybe an 1/8. That's what I'm looking for, so I think I'll just go a little bit more here. And again, this is a little flathead screwdriver, and it works quite well, like I said. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of force to get that all in there. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yep, okay, so I'm going to move on to the 12th fret. Okay, so we're on the 12th fret. I'm just going to put 1 dot. You could put 2 there if you wanted to, I suppose. Okay, let's do the screwdriver trick. Whoop. I can't really see that good, but I'm trying to stay out of the shot and give you guys the best angle here. Okay, that one's a little bit lower than I wanted it to be, but it's not off by much, really, honestly. And I think I just corrected it right there. That looks pretty good. Yep. I'm going to clean all the holes out too before I glue them in there. I think it'll look pretty neat, really. I could actually put 1 more in too, right there. I think I will. Okay, so we put 1 up here on the 15th. And I think we're good to go now. I'm going to probably file these off because there's a little ridge around each one, you know, that kind of flares up when you make a hole. So I'll clean those off flat. That way I can snip the plastic piece off, you know, right flush to the wood. And that'll save a lot more finish work as far as filing and sanding and all that. So we'll do that next. Okay, so basically this is what I'm doing, just very lightly too. Just enough to take this little ridge off around the hole, and like I said, that'll allow me to snip the plastic piece down a little closer. Should work out okay. I'll clean the holes out too and get them ready to get glued in. And we'll see what it looks like when we get them in there. Yeah, I can still feel some light ridges there, so Again, I'm not putting any pressure on this really. This is just very light. Almost just trying to shave off the little bit of a ridge, like I said, that you get from the making the hole. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Okay. I'll get the holes cleaned out here and we'll get to it. Okay, folks, here we go. I'm using crazy glue to do this, so I know it's going to dry clear and fast, so that's kind of what we're after here. All right. And there will be some cleanup when we get done, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to get my cutters out here, and we're just going to snip that off. We'll move on to the next one, which has a little bit of a flare to it. I think we're going to clean that one out just a little bit more with our screwdriver. Whoops, sorry about that, folks. Okay. I know, it's a wild ride, right? Yeah, I thought about using even like fish glue or something for this, which you could, I mean, but this dries a little quicker, like I said, and just makes it a little faster. All right, so let's get it down in there. All right. Snip it off. I'm just going to wipe that off. And I'm just going to test run the next hole. Yeah, that one's going to be good. All right, so I'm going to slide this down so you guys can be involved. Okay, so like I said, we're going to have some cleanup here when it's done. That's just how it goes. I think they're going to look pretty cool, really. I think we're good on that one too. Nice. Okay, so I'm just twirling the end of this in some super glue. Get her in the hole there, and yeah, that's going to save me a lot of work, having them nice and flush, you know. It saves a lot more time on the filing and sanding after we get these in. Okay, we're good to go on the next one. So we're going to put a little glue on her. Whoop. Kind of got some on the string there. That's not a big deal. Okay, let me check the next hole. Plenty. Okay. So this will be the last one. And I can actually still use this WD-40 straw. Put it back on the can. Okay. Let's zoom out and just kind of take a peek here. That's kind of cool. At least I have some fret markers in there now. Pretty simple job, like I said, and it's just kind of it's an easy way to do it, I think, versus using a drill. You know, that's just my opinion, but it can be done. And like I said, just by using an awl and a flathead screwdriver. So that takes care of that, guys. Let me set the guitar back on the thing here. This is another little hack for you guys that are filming. I just took a clamp and a couple pieces of cork and just clamped it to the lower bout there. So that way I can have the guitar sitting up straight to work on it and for camera stuff. So kind of worked out nice. Again, now we have red fret markers. A little different, but they will definitely serve the purpose, and they're easy to see. So all I have to do now to this basically is put some strap buttons on the guitar, and you should be in good shape from there out. Everything else works. I will do a sound test on this for you guys too, so you can hear it. I'm going to turn this around and see if we can capture the fret markers. Not really, but again, yeah, you can kind of see them on film. I can see them really well on the guitar. So, you know, like I said, the next thing is just to file everything down flush and just remove what's sticking up. And I may have to drop fill a little bit of super glue in the hole, but you know, because this is a hollow piece of plastic. But in any case, it's going to work, and I didn't have to buy it. So there's a few hacks for you. You know, this is an inexpensive guitar. I wouldn't do this to Les Paul or nothing, but you know, it's not a big deal on a cheap guitar, and there's an easy hack for you. If it's a red guitar, you can do that, you know, or any color, I guess. Totally up to you folks, but I just thought I'd share these couple little hacks I come up with, and we'll do a sound test on this real soon. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate the views and all the support. Welcome to the new subscribers as well, and thank you to all the original subscribers for sticking with me, and we'll have some cool videos coming up soon, guys. Nice. All right, we'll see you guys real soon. Be good, and peace out.